Welcome back to Schedule 1, where ChatGPT, makes every crucial decision as I try to build a drug empire after previously losing everything in an explosion. The goal? To find out if AI can run a successful business or completely ruin everything. We last saw me buy the barn and expand our business, but now as established in the drug world, I needed an end goal for our drug empire. So ChatGPT said I should aim for a $250,000 net worth. Now immediately, I wanted to employ a lot more people to help raise profits. Oh, but I'm still not allowed to clean it. No, of course not. Now little did I know that employing more people would actually cause me more issues in terms of running the game. See, for some reason, my game started stuttering badly, and even ChatGPT couldn't really tell me why. Not really a great start. It was most noticeable during travelling, which if we're honest is like 70% of the game, and after all online fixes failed to work, I uncovered the root of the issue myself. I noticed my botanists in particular were starting to malfunction. This employee, for example, didn't stop taking seeds off my shelf for 3 days straight, while others just decided to stand and stare at my plants and do nothing. And even with a bit of persuasion, they'd still stand there. So once I'd fired them, the issue resolved itself. Next, I asked ChatGPT what I should buy to really take my business to the next level. But this was an issue, as I haven't unlocked coca leaves yet, which makes these completely useless. Now I was making my way up in the world, I decided to upgrade my skateboard, get a new paint job for my car, pick up some record earnings, get into a bit of trouble, find the site of an accident, and get a new outfit to fit my new status. But with this huge challenge looming over me, I bought the laundromat to decrease the amount of time it'll take to launder all this money, and I got to work selling some products in the meantime. Eventually, I'd earned and laundered enough money to buy the dock warehouse and employ a team, as even the barn was getting a bit cramped. And after setting up and assigning all my employees to their stations, I realised that meth sales were slow and our end goal was still totally out of reach. I was going to need some serious help.
Oh, you're right, Al.
In between getting into a few minor mishaps with the police.
Listen, mate, this isn't my fault.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no, I've been cuffed!
And spending all my money.
Why? I'm on $200 in my bank.
Yeah, no, but
Me and Smill got to work branching out to try and grow my network.
I'm going to work on unlocking this coke dealer. So you've got to unlock Cranky Frank or Lisa Gardner and then one of theirs and then get to the supplier.
Lisa, would you like some meth? You do, you want some?
You're coercing people into liking meth.
Yeah, she didn't want it.
I just went to Cranky Frank and gave him something with a 91% chance of accepting. Didn't accept.
Oh, class. In the meantime, to earn a bit of side cash, ChatGPT recommended pawning off items from the boutique. So I bought a gold watch and tried to haggle, which went well. How about 7,000? Is that alright? Oh, he's gonna beat my ass, apparently. What's he doing? Whoa. Oh god, brother. Okay. I'll just let myself out of there. So after Smill had left, I'd eventually made my way through the contacts and set a man on fire. But now it's just a game of selling product until the supplier contacted me. But it was in this moment something occurred to me. At the rate that I was selling products, which was mainly weed, it was going to take actual days of my real life to get anywhere near our $250,000 target. So I asked ChatGPT what I should do, and it recommended I drop weed altogether and focus on meth and coke as they were higher valued products, and to buy the car wash to try and speed up the laundering process. Once I'd unlocked coca seeds, I finished my setup and employed a botanist, ready for the first batch. Now in between recordings, I played in a Schedule 1 hide and seek with some other creators, which you should definitely look out for on their channels.
There's like 3 people around me. What the fuck?
Ah! Shit.
Are you
Fuck,
dead?
I'm
Are you
dead.
Next though, I finally started making my first batch of coke, which only slightly broke the game when I tried putting it on a shelf. And so once again, I'd made my first coke sale. I asked ChatGPT if I could employ one more dealer to help me out with shifting the amount of stock I have, and for a little while, I had to just keep grinding out the same cycle. Okay, you join me now a bit later. I've made a lot more money. To try and get my net worth up, I'm going to buy the remaining businesses and properties and just see if that helps. So now that means I own Taco Ticklers, so I can launder even more money. And my friend Kyle is now technically an employee. But one thing I noticed yet again is that I've had another worker on strike. Now I don't know whether I'm overworking them, but it seems one of my chemists decided to show the oven his hammer for 2 days straight. And this also meant I couldn't move or use the oven, so yeah. Thanks for that. But that didn't matter too much, as at least now I'd earned enough money to finally upgrade my shitbox of a car and accidentally have an altercation with the police and my disobedient staff somehow. I'm not really sure how that's happened actually. But it was at this point I decided to finally check my net worth again. Oh my god, thank fuck, that took fucking ages. And to think, we started off in that tiny motel room, and then that mouldy apartment, swiftly into that cramped bungalow, and then to that laggy barn, and finishing off with the warehouse of dreams. So many fond memories. So to celebrate our achievement, and with it also being my 100th in-game day, I thought I'd take myself back to my humble beginnings. I think you know where this is going. But with the challenge being done and taking the Drug Lord title, I asked ChatGPT one more time what it thought of my achievement. Oh. Charming.